Hey, it's James. I'm the unofficial mayor of Cowboy Country. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you could be here. Today we're going to cover Week 10. I know the last couple weeks have gone 4 and 5 each week, so let's hope for the best. And I'll set that right there and get my remarkable out. By the way, if you do need a little bit of cheering up, I did a parody video. The video is a parody song of the Texas Fight song. So it's called Bevo Burgers. So if you need cheering up, you don't mind my bad singing, go check it out. It's like 30 seconds long. So, all right, Week 10. Back to sports. All right, Week 10. We have, first off, we have Texas Tech at TCU. Now, I picked Tech last week, and apparently Coach Aranda saw some stuff in the film that made him find some weaknesses in Morton, their freshman quarterback, and they took advantage of it because Morton had 3 interceptions. So TCU is white hot right now. I'm going with the Frogs. Where's the Super Frog? Let me move him out of the way. Yeah, so I'm going with the Super Frog here over TCU. Don't I bet you Texas Tech fans would wish that Patrick Mahomes was still there. But trust me, their freshman quarterback at Tech is going to be good. He's just got some growing pains to go through. Next up, I got Oklahoma State at Kansas. And I didn't even write down a score. If Spencer Sanders can't play, I don't know. It's going to be really tough. Also, what I didn't know is Dominic Richardson also didn't play last week. And really his pass blocking, more than anything else, that was missing. The other running backs are very athletic. The other running backs can run and make good runs. Ollie Gordon has proven that he can catch the ball out of the backfield, especially a good wheel route. But he can't block as good as Dominic Richardson can. And that hurt Spencer Sanders and the passing attack. But you have a ranked team versus an unranked team. I'm going to go with Oklahoma State and just hope that both Spencer Sanders and Dominic Richardson both play. All right, Texas at Kansas State. Now, you would be thinking that if I want Oklahoma State to make it to the Big 12 title game, that either TCU or Kansas State has to lose. So I'm going to be rooting against Kansas State. No. Willie the Wildcat is going to pull it out. And quite frankly, I think they need to leave Martinez out and let Will Howard continue playing as quarterback. Will Howard has proven he is the better quarterback, in my opinion. He can definitely throw the deep ball much better than Martinez can. So I don't care if he transferred in. If Kansas State wants to win, they need to start Will Howard, and that's why I'm picking the Wildcats because I think that's what they'll do. Coach Kleiman's a pretty smart guy. All right. Some of the future Big 12 teams. BYU is at Boise State. Now, to me, this is a 50-50 game. And what I've learned by watching some other channels, yes, I'm giving credit to Golden Blue Dude on this one. He always says that if there's a 50-50 game, you pick the home team. So that's what I'm going to do. BYU is at Boise State. They're playing on the Smurf turf, and I'm going to go with the Broncos. So Baylor is at OU. Now, if you've noticed, the OU bobblehead has not shown up yet. It probably will be here by this weekend. So when I do the results video, you'll probably see a new bobblehead here. Here, slide over. Make room. Because the OU guy is going to go right there. That way when I do the video, I can block him out. I'm kidding. As far as the team is concerned, Dylan Gabriel is a pretty good quarterback. And I said that Gray, their running back, was also a good athlete. And I knew that they would have some success this year. When Gabriel got hurt, they just, and I'm telling you, I told people, don't make fun of the Sooners because they got whooped by Texas. And sure enough, a couple weeks later, we have a whole bunch of injuries and we lost badly to Kansas State. So what goes around comes around, folks. But Gabriel is healthy. Gray is healthy at running back. They got some decent wide receivers at OU. And plus, the game is in Norman, so I'm going to pick the Sooners on that one. I went 2 weeks in a row where I picked against UCF, one of the other ones that's coming into the conference. Yes, it's at Memphis, and I wouldn't mind seeing Memphis join in the Big 12, especially once they fix the Liberty Bowl. But for now, I'm going with the Knights. I'm picking UCF on this one. Now, West Virginia is at Iowa State. I know Iowa State lost last week to OU, but as high-powered of an offense as OU has, Iowa State held them to 27 points. So they've got a good defense. Their offense, Hunter Deckers is going to be a good quarterback one day. He's a freshman. He's growing. He's learning. The one advantage that West Virginia has is JT Daniels. And so I'm picking the Mountaineers. I know it's in Ames. It's a very difficult place to play. But I'm picking the Mountaineers because JT Daniels is a much better quarterback than Hunter Deckers is right now. Deckers has got a cannon for an arm. Once he becomes a junior and a senior, look out. I'm just telling you right now, in a couple years, Iowa State's going to be a really good football team. So, Houston at SMU. To me, this is another 50-50 game. Obviously, Houston's joining the Big 12. That's why I've included them in the picks. So, and I'm not saying this just because I've seen 2 SMU games this year so far. I'm saying this because if 50-50 game, I'm going to go with the home team. They're in Dallas, so I'm going to go with SMU. Go with the Ponies. So hopefully they don't have a mess like they did in the Navy game. I didn't even realize what happened. I was there for that game. I didn't even realize what had happened. There was kind of this extended break in the action. So what I did is there's a concourse where you can go all the way around. You can walk around where the berm is, and they got food trucks and all kinds of really cool things in that end zone. Especially, what did I have that was so good? I forgot that it's got powdered sugar on it. And, oh gosh, I can't think straight. Of course, it's late. But anyway, it was really good. Anyway, what I've discovered was when the SMU scores and the pony runs on the field, well, the pony had a little accident on the field, and the handlers actually had to go back out on the field with gloves and a bucket and pick up his doo-doo. So, anyway, but I say all that to say that 50-50 game, I'm going to pick SMU. So, and last but not least, Cincinnati is also joining the Big 12 next year. And so Navy is at Cincinnati. Ironically, I've seen Navy because I saw Navy at SMU. Navy's a decent football team, and they can run the football very effectively. Their offensive line may not be as big as others, but they're very disciplined. And they're very effective as far as technique. I mean, the bottom line is you can have a 260-pound guy at guard, and he's trying to block a 300-pound defensive tackle. But if he gets underneath him, gets his shoulder into that guy's gut, your goal is to put your shoulder into that defender's stomach. And if you can do that and push, that guy ain't got a chance. So, but I can tell you that SMU was pretty much able to throw the football at will against Navy. And I think Cincinnati's got a better offense than SMU. So, and it's at Cincinnati. So I'm picking the Bearcats on that one. Like I said, last week I went 4-5, and I'm very frustrated about all that. I'm even more frustrated the fact that Oklahoma State lost as badly as they did. But I do believe in them. I do believe that if they can go 3-1, possibly 4-0 in the last 4 games, they'll end up in the Alamo Bowl. And you'd be like, well, James, why the heck would you want that? I live in Texas. I am in between Waco and Austin. So it takes me less than 2 hours to get to San Antonio. You know, when I went down there and did that UTSA video, it wasn't a long trip. I did it on a Sunday afternoon. And so I know how to get there. I would have preferred, obviously, to go to the Big 12 championship, but I honestly think if they go 3-1 or 4-0, and you know, if it ends up being TCU versus Kansas State in the Big 12 title game, and Oklahoma State finishes third, they're most likely going to end up in the Alamo Bowl. Because Oklahoma State would need help to get to the Big 12 championship game. So I'm not saying Texas can't beat Kansas State. That's if Ewers has a lights out game, or if they just wake up and realize, hey, we should give the ball to Bijan Robinson 30 times, and then maybe we'll win. Of course, they also have a really good backup running back as well. So if they run the ball 40, 50 times, they could keep Kansas State's offense off the field, and they could win. So we'll see what happens. I'm disappointed because I thought at the beginning of the year that Oklahoma State would win the Big 12. But it'd be really cool to go to a bowl game that was close to where I live. So I'm being a little selfish here. I am, but that's how I feel. So this channel is for all college football fans. You can see we have many different teams represented here. If you are new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel, and like I said, tomorrow I'm going to Rice. So that the Rice video will be posted Friday. I'm going to, Super Bowl 8 was held there. So it's a historical stadium. It's going to be really cool. And I have a surprise. I can't tell you, but it has something to do with pizza that I learned. So I'm actually going to start the video at a pizzeria somewhere in Houston, and I'll explain more tomorrow. But you will not want to miss that. And then Saturday, I'm going to Denton to see University of North Texas. If you go back and watch the video I did of the outside of the UNT stadium, Apogee Stadium, go back and watch that video. You will see, if you scroll on your phone, you'll see that the different concession stands tell you what they're selling, whether it's cheesesteaks or brisket or tacos, or just thinking about it makes me hungry. So basically Saturday is going to be me trying out stadium food, and I might actually get to watch a football game at the same time. So anyway, from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you for watching. You are the reason I do this stuff. I want to put good content on the internet about Oklahoma State and Big 12 football and in college sports in general. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great weekend. And as always, go Pokes.